What's going on, and welcome to the Moon Strategy Guide. I've made a video like this before showing tips and tricks, but this is going to be much more strategy oriented, just things you can do that'll really help you out. First one, if the astronaut grabs you, all you got to do is turn around and run away. That's just the easy way to get away from him. As long as you don't panic, you're good. Second thing, this is very obvious, but I thought I'd get out of the way just in case a new player for Black Ops 3 came in. If you don't turn the power on, you can run all the way up here and you can pick up the Bowie knife by jumping up, or you could shoot at a window to do it. Here's something else. This is where the interesting stuff comes in. I'm going to show you 4 strategies. This is the most different one though. If you open up through Tunnel 11 and you come to the other side of this door, if you leave this door up here closed, this is a great camping spot. All you got to do is just sit up there. They come up through that window and through the right side. You have a ton of space to back up. You maybe run anywhere but here as an escape route, or you could eventually just buy the door to get out of there if you need to. But this is just a really great spot to camp, and there's like a little bit of trainability you can do as well. You know, this isn't too closed off. There's a little bit of space for you to move around for a camping spot, so you might be able to just do a little bit of training, pull out the wave gun, shoot, and then just go back to your camping without a worry if things get overrun. Now, I've shown this one before, but this is so important that I gotta go over it again. When you're coming up this staircase, you need to stop in this room and train. You need to get a whole horde together to the best of your ability before you go up that staircase. This is urgent. If you're on round 20 plus, if you go up this staircase without doing that train, I went up it now, but if you don't do that train, you are gonna be screwed. They come out of there so fast. I call that death staircase. Now this one, I guarantee you that you're going to use this. If you're on Moon solo and you need to do the Easter egg, if you need to do the Samantha Says part, this is how you do it right here. So what you do is you get a crawler together and you try to time it with the terminals so that way they're about to start. And then what you do is you train them right there to that spot, right here at the top of the staircase, and then you run all the way past him and right on down here. And as long as it was a crawler, now you can just see the order, and you can basically go ahead and do this undisturbed. And as you can see here, I am going to have a ton of time unbothered by the zombie to complete this entire thing. And while this is going on, I'm going to talk about some other tips that I haven't mentioned yet. So I mentioned that there were going to be 4 strategies. I only showed one, but I'll mention the others right now. The second one is to keep the Tunnel 11 door closed by spamming up, and you could camp on the other side by the one window. Everyone knows about that one. Another thing I like to do is, the crawler finally caught up to me, but I'm basically done at this point. I just got to do the last one, so you had a ton of time there. But yeah, I'm going to show you 2 camping strategies and 2 training strategies. I just mentioned the first 2 camping, and the 2 training strategies. What you can do is you can let the biodome get decompressed, and then you can just run around there using the jump pads and everything without taking fall damage, and it is great. You don't have the hacker, but it still works amazing. And the other training strategy is you could hack the KN-44, and you can just like run around buying dead wire ammo constantly for it by mule kick. And then as long as you do that, then you're basically set if you have a wave gun in that. And while this Nitro and Totem game plays in the background, I'm going to go over a couple other things I missed. So this will probably help you out here. If you have issues remembering the code order for the terminals that I was just mentioning on Moon, the order goes RGBY. And the reason that's so easy to remember is because RGB is a color type in computers and stuff. So if you just think RGB and then Y, that's how you remember the order. It goes red, green, blue, and then yellow from left to right. Another thing, if you're doing the Easter egg, this is Easter egg stuff here. If you're doing the Easter egg and you need to get Tunnel 6 to breach and it isn't going to, you should let Tunnel 11 and the biodome, let those ones come. Because that way it's going to process an elimination, and then eventually Tunnel 6 is going to get excavated anyway. And that's just going to help make it a little bit faster so Tunnel 11 doesn't go twice or something. And if you're at the Rick Tough and typing part, like at that terminal where you have to hit square or X like 1,000 times, you don't have to hold it down like you're buying a wall weapon. No, all you gotta do is press the button. So you can literally just spam it like a quick time event in some other game. You can just spam it. You don't have to hold it down at all. I've always held it down. I don't know if anyone else does that. But you literally just have to spam the button, and that makes it go by so much faster. And this is the last little tip I've got. If you have Widow's Wine and you're out of grenades on Moon, you can get the hacker. Not with Perkaholic, of course, but you can get the hacker and hack Widow's Wine and then just buy it again. And then that'll completely refill all your Widow's grenades. That's just about all I've got, though. I know this wasn't... I didn't have gameplay for some of this stuff. It's just kind of hard to get all that. I don't have enough time to go in and get footage for everything. But I hope my commentary held up and you understood what I meant. And I hope you use some of this stuff, because I know that Moon Easter egg is going to be so much easier solo with some of the stuff that I mentioned here. And I mentioned 4 high ground strategies as well, just in case you're sick of doing the same one. You want to have some more fun. And that rhymed. So I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.